Here we are, first third down in the Bills' red zone. It's 3rd and 5, ballers on their 5-yard line. The previous play, Tua threw the ball out the back of the end zone due to tight coverage. Here we see Miami's formation for this 3rd down. With motion Parker in, and the final formation is trips right tight. You can see they're all quite tightly bunched. In the passing tree, we have Shaheen at the top of the screen, who's split out, who is running the slant. Then we have Tua and Gaskin in the backfield. Then Ford, who's going to release into the flat. We've got Gesicki, who's going to run an out with the comeback. And then Parker, who I believe is going to run a slant on this play. A quick look at the Bills' defense. Despite the motion, it's cover 1 across the board. What's interesting is the number 3 linebacker is going to take away Gaskin. Gaskin staying in pass pro, as we'll see in Coach's film. But the safety is going to replace him, essentially taking away any run threat from Tua and from Gaskin. So now time to look what the Finns offensive line are doing versus the Bills defensive line. To start off with, we have 5 offensive linemen, as you can see, and 1 running back. So we've got 6 pass defenders, essentially 6 offensive players protecting Tua. Now on defense, we've got 4 down linemen. We've got 58, the middle linebacker, who's threatening. He's close to the line of scrimmage, so we have to account for him. But also the linebacker number 49. So we've got 6 on 6 here. As it is, it's a half slide to the offensive left. The reason for that is because all of our offensive linemen are covered, and the linebacker 58 is threatening Carrera's non-snapping hand. What is interesting here now, Davis has a long way to go to get across the face and take away the leverage. In terms of what the defensive line are doing, it's just a straight up pass rush, nothing glamorous here, no twist or stunt. And the linebacker number 58 is responsible for Gaskin in pass pro. Here we are, first trip into the Bills red zone in the game. Come at a crucial time, 3rd quarter, it's 28-6 to Buffalo. There's quite a bit to unpack, so let's just get straight into it. Initially, we can see Parker spread out wide. The motion's going to bring him in hopefully that the Bills will give us a key to help Tua. I want to say up front, I think that with this ball, Tua's only ever going to throw it to Parker. But let's talk about Shaheen's route initially. Shaheen has the slant, as we saw in the passing tree at the start. There's quite tight coverage, as you can see. The linebackers come down. Tua's initially looking at this route to throw, but has decided with knowing that it's a slant coming into the middle of the field and the safeties in the passing window, it's too much of a risk. So he comes back. Now his eyes are on Parker, and as we see Parker's coverage, impacted by the linebacker. I think that's a penalty. The other linebacker is clearly just trying to double coverage on Parker here, taking away the passing window, making it difficult. However, what I want to just draw attention to, 10 seconds, had to go back, is the route that Gesicki runs. So he's eventually going to end up being covered, not by this receiver DB, but by this defender. His impact, he's running an out route. The defender thinks he's in good position because he's taken away the outside. He's got outside leverage on him, but he breaks it back in. Again, where's the holding flag? Bit of a reach maybe, but now we're breaking this route back into the middle of the field, and because Tua's only got eyes for Parker and didn't read the defense, it's a wasted opportunity. I know that Gailey's gone, and I know it's Tua's first year, but this is something that I would like. This is an area I'd like to see improvement on, and that's reading defenses. I've been pretty critical of the Dolphins' offensive line players at various times this year, but when we need it here, they actually do a really solid job. Again, we're half sliding to the left, so everyone's going to jump down a gap. But the most difficult thing here is Davis has to get all the way across. He keeps the number 90 off Tua, which is good. You can see everyone else has a good position. I'm not going to labour on too long about this. You can clearly see it's good pass pro. The only thing I would have liked to have done is maybe that is such a big running lane. Maybe see Tua pull it down and run it. Again, just we could have done better here. And we should have really scored, in my opinion. Hopefully expect to see better next year.